Hey everybody, it's Steven wearing my Splinterlands shirts today. And I got my video camera set up and a new microphone so I don't have to wear a headset anymore. So sometimes I'll use my video camera now and be in the videos. I don't know if it really matters much to people. Do you trust videos a little more if you can see me? But here we go. So this week, the Splinterland team's Share Your Battle theme is the Death Elemental. So anyone who doesn't know about these, most of you should, but the team gives us a challenge once a week, and this challenge goes ahead and allows you to make some kind of post or make a video post like I do. You got to share it a couple other places and then post it and share it to them, and you're going to get some kind of vote from them that'll give you a little bit of a reward within the Hive system. So let's go ahead and take a look at this week's card. So this is the Death Elemental. I have him at level 8 as of today. I went ahead and bought him up because in my opinion, Untamed Rares, key ones like these that have fun abilities, they're still relatively cheap, especially if you buy them using Peak Monsters, which I did a video on recently, and using the bid feature. I'm going to be looking at maxing out a lot of these cards and then maybe getting some others to high levels to possibly use on lands in the future. Throughout all of beta, I was like, I should have been buying, those rare cards when people were selling them for under a quarter, and I wasn't, and now a lot of them are much more than that. Untamed is a bigger set. They're probably going to stay cheaper longer, but Lands is adding a new functionality for cards that just isn't in the game. And so some people are gonna. I see the card market is gonna get a lot more competitive. No card should be selling for less than a quarter. That's a rare card when you think of the honest mechanics of the game. Now, I know that packs, their $2 value is not really pegged because you have a chance at getting a card like a Golden Jotun Zaku, which is worth a lot of money. And then other times you're going to get just Death Elemental as your only card that you get. And you're like, boy, this is only worth, 10 cents right now? Let me see what it's selling for. 15 cents if you are willing to wait for someone to buy it. But I know the bid market is only around a nickel. Only around 10 cents. So when we think about that, the market's going to be going a lot of places. But now let me go ahead and talk about the card. Sorry, I got a little off topic there. So this is a real solid card for mid to low mana matches, and a solid card for maybe that last add-in to a higher mana match. Because he's only 3 cost, has 2 magic damage, he's fast, and he has weaken, silence, and is a sniper. So because he has all 3 of those abilities, mostly the weaken and silence, he can be a good add-on to a team. You probably want at least one other sniper on the team in a big mana match. Otherwise, he'll be attacking some guy all by himself, and I don't really like to have... I really like to have my attacks vectored on one position most of the time, but in a lower mana match, if he's your only sniper, that might be okay. You might be able to get away with that. So let's go ahead and get into my battle that I have for you today. So the first one I have is right here. Just let me pull it up. This was kind of an interesting match. I went for a double silence setup, and I also went with a guy with a press to kind of know that there might be a Lord A because of the rule set. So I'll pause this after it gets up. So this was no melee monsters. No melee monsters, you will see Lord A quite a bit. And reverse speed, that makes it even more certain that you might see him because he's got the 1 speed. So anybody who's playing a higher speed person with range, you might get some misses on them. This is an example. He's playing a 5 speed here with 1 speed here. You'd expect to maybe see a few misses there. I am playing Mimosa, so all of my characters have Void. This protected me from the magic being bounced back at me, and I played double silence to make it so there was a good chance that if your magic characters could hurt me at all, they would only be able to hurt me a tiny bit. On top of that, I had the normal -1 to range damage from Mimosa, and I really thought this was a pretty good lineup for this setup because it let me in 26 mana use a 7 mana summoner, still have some pretty good attackers in these people, and then I just in case I ran into somebody that could hit sneak on the back row, which there are sneaked ranged monsters and there are sneak magic monsters. I didn't want my death elemental to be targeted, so I threw the chicken over here. Some people might prefer the chicken over here to take damage from a sniper, but I put it over there. You can tell me what you think on whether or not that was a good call. His setup, he kind of went for Lord A with the fast healer, and then these two dragon cards are interesting. I mean, I don't know if I love this lineup, this setup. In theory, it can work, right? You're getting the +1 range damage attack here with these two monsters here. And then you have some magic guys that are kind of slow. He's an interesting play just because he does hit hard, but with 5 speed, he might miss a decent amount. So let's go ahead and watch the battle, see how it played out. So I do minus the attack. He gets it back because of his summoner. The double silence, though, drops his mages down to where his sniper can't do any damage to my guy, and the bounce through doesn't do any damage to my guy. So I really set it up so even though I only have a 2 life position in that second, that they're not gonna be able to kill him with anything in the beginning. So as you can see, as the battle progresses here, even though he isn't missing as much as I would have expected, I do get his Lord A down first. He got a stun there, so that was kind of beneficial for him. I'm still getting a good bounce back there. Now my sniper's starting to hit at that second position. So now I do get my weaker person into the first position, but with the double silence, the dragon's not going to kill him. So that's kind of nice. And then he will go down here. But at this point, my team is clearly just taken over this game. Also, the preventing them from being able to heal was a big part of why that game was so easy for me. So there, my plan to use him with his double silence and the weaken as an advantage worked out really well. And then I have another example I'm going to go ahead and show you. Wait, hold on here. I was trying to use him quite a bit, and I was forcing him into some matches and losing. I could show you some of those, but I prefer to show it to you when it works out and I actually am able to win with the card. Here we go. This one is without Mimosa, so this time I just used the regular summoner. Now this was a everybody gets maximum life. I did take a chance here, and I didn't play the goblin. The dwarf, the exploding dwarf. Now, most of the time you would expect to see exploding dwarf. Now, one of the things I did do to try to counter exploding dwarf is I put a shielded character in the first position, and then I put in a double minus to attack right here, and then I put in a single silence and then a weaken, and then I put this life. I like any life leeching monsters over here at the end. Now, you're going to see something kind of interesting in this match. I only won because for some reason, I don't know what happened, but this sandworm missed my really slow lich quite a lot. I really got lucky, especially because he's speed boosted. I don't know what happened here. He's really speed boosted, right? Double speed boost here. But we'll go ahead and watch this battle take place, and you're going to see something kind of interesting in the battle. So I do have blind. So I don't know. Maybe the blind just saved me. It must have, right? We'll go ahead and see how this goes. He does have those... The silence there really does help out because I am using a shielded character that has armor. And so to have him not get that extra 2 damage there to his HP was really, really good. Now, this time I'm not able to prevent the heals, and he's got heal and repair, but I do have enough magic on my side to get through and make sure that I can kill this character off of his front row before it gets too far into the match. So right here is where I start to get lucky, and you'll see in this turn, when I get to where the Lich should die, right? Because he's got 7 attack, and here he comes. Oh, he missed. So that's pretty big. I do have a chance now to get my life up past his attack, but or to his attack. Now I would have needed one more miss, but oh wait, now I killed all the front row monsters out of there, and you'll see how that one miss really changed the game. I still might have won anyways, even if my Lich had died, but he was my bigger magic hitter at the end, just because he didn't really have a good counter for the amount of characters that I fielded on the board. And there you go. There was a really good win. The card was pretty key for me. It did help me with the silences and other things. We'll go back and just take one more quick look at this card. Remember, it's a rewards card, so it's pretty easy for you to get if you want to get it to higher levels. I'll talk a little bit quickly. So if as long as you're at silver, you want them at least at level 4. The next goal after level 4 is to get them to level 6 to get that second magic damage. So these are the two levels to aim for. If you're somebody who plays in the diamond leagues, then you will want to get them to 7 to get that extra HP. That does make a difference, especially with a character that might run into magic reflect. And it will happen every once in a while. Somebody will throw something like the Fallen Summoner in that first sniper position, and he'll get magic bounce back out of him. And so if you're doing 2 and getting 1 bounce back, if you have 3 life, that's 1 extra attack you get to do compared to 2 life. And it also prevents you from a single weaken dropping you down to 1 life, so that 1 magic attack kills you on the bounce back. So this isn't that much more expensive to go to. And then once you get here, honestly, while for a couple dollars you can get them to here, if you're playing at max level, you might as well max this out. That's something I'm going to be looking to do in the next couple, probably 3 to 4 weeks, is just strategically buying enough of all of the untamed legendaries or the untamed rares that I need to just get these guys to max level, because I've got a lot of them to level 6s and stuff, and level 5s, because mostly I play untamed in silver. When I play in tournament, I don't try to play in the golds yet, but I'm going to go ahead and push those ones up, and then I'll see about trying to get my summoners to level 6. Most of them are level 5 or level 4 currently. I think, yeah, this one's 4, this one's 5, this one's 4. I have a level 4 rented out of this one because I just don't play it that often, but I will work on getting one up there as well for when I play when I want to start playing in the Untamed Gold. But that was it. That was my Share Your Battle video. I hope you all like it. Tell me what you thought of the having my little face in the corner over here. I know I got to work on some lighting. This is my first time making a video like that, and I do have a little screen behind me. I thought I did an okay setup, but any feedback on that would be appreciated. Thanks, guys. Hope you liked the video. Goodbye.